Bread delivery.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Don't eat it all at once.
Hey, Riddle, why is bread so expensive anyway? If it was a little cheaper, we wouldn't have to steal it for people.
It's expensive because of the taxes on it.
Do you think the baker lady is just being greedy?
Well, Beat, it's not actually the baker lady's fault.
Huh? What do you mean?
The reason the bread is so expensive is the high taxes on it.
Hey, that's what I said.
It's not just bread either. In Retardondo, just about everything you need for everyday life has high taxes on it. That's why there's a lot of kids out there who can't get a decent meal to eat these days.
And that's why they need us to help them, right?
Yeah, the only thing that's not taxed is mineral powder.
Oh, I see. So that's why anybody can get it, because it's so cheap. I guess the Count of Forte isn't really that bad after all. I mean, at least he keeps the tax on medicine cheap.
Yeah, so this starts off a main plot point.
Besides, you and I have the bread problem pretty much taken care of.
Hey, don't get cocky. Be careful what you say, Beat.
Yeah.
Come on, let's hurry up and drop off the rest. Then it's time for us to eat.
Your DoorDash order is here.
Polka, dear, what's wrong? You've been sitting in your room all day. Oh, what am I going to do with you? I guess what happened is still bothering her.
I think that would bother anybody.
Poor thing. I should just stop her from going to Retardondo. Whenever she goes there, she ends up getting hurt. Polka, help me pick some flowers later, okay?
And back to Allegretto and Beat. Yeah, so we'll see this throughout. It just goes back and forth between characters a couple of times. Especially when there's like story stuff involved.
Hey, Riddle, did you notice that magician girl from yesterday wasn't around today?
Yeah, you're right.
I guess I should have taken a picture of her.
Are you still messing around with that stuff? You need to look at things with your own two eyes. You'd see things a whole lot clearer if you didn't look at them through bent glass.
That's not what photography's about at all, Riddle. And another thing, it isn't called bent glass. It's called a lens.
I agree. Photography is definitely a good profession to be in.
Still, you have to feel sorry for that girl. I guess she won't be around for much longer.
What? She won't? What are you talking about?
Don't you know anything? That girl was able to use magic, and that means she must be sick with some kind of incurable illness. And that's how it works. Basically, magic is a side effect of her disease.
And it's always fatal?
That's right, yeah.
Apparently.
Only people who are gonna die soon are able to use magic like that.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I guess being able to use magic isn't that great after all.
No, it's not. You can't use magic powers unless you're really sick. This world's pretty messed up.
I get it. That's why no one in town wanted to get near her yesterday. They didn't want to catch her illness, too.
Yeah, that's right. But the disease isn't actually contagious. That's just a rumor somebody started.
A rumor?
Yeah, it's weird. Most of the time, people don't really trust each other. But when it comes to something that they think might hurt them, they'll believe just about anything they hear. And they'll ignore almost anything else that doesn't help them directly.
Oh.
As long as they have food on their table, they don't care if other people out there are starving.
And that's why we steal bread to bring them, right?
Okay, Pete. We leave first thing in the morning.
What?
Road trip. Pack your bags, we're going to Vegas. Yeah, I definitely say it goes without mentioning is that this is definitely an underrated game. Definitely a gem. Has a really good story, has a good cast of characters, and the music in this is actually really good too. That we'll see throughout. I think they did a really good job with both versions of this. Yeah, so the version I'm playing right now, it is the 360 version. There is a PS3 version that came out a little while after that had some... it had a couple of changes. It added a couple of dungeons. It added character costumes. And I think it was chest placement. Items and chests were moved around. And I think there were a couple of character skills that were also... you get them at different levels versus the 360 version. But all in all, it still is pretty much the same. Either version you play, though, is definitely fun to play as. And I am glad I get to play this again, too, because, like I said earlier on, I think I said it in this one, it's kind of been a tradition of mine to play this one every couple of years. Because it's such a fantastic game, so this time around I actually get to record it. You know, and pretty much have people relearn about this game too, because it's definitely one of those games I suggest everybody play, because it's an awesome game. Of course, the story can be a little goofy at times, but yeah, it's definitely a fun one.
Oh. Hey, Redo, I'm too excited about tomorrow to fall asleep. And besides, it's way too early to go to bed anyway.
Yeah, he's passed out asleep. He ain't waking up.
Oh, well. I guess I'll go out and look at the stars or something. I don't see many stars out in the sky tonight. I guess all the bright lights from the city make it hard to see them.
Yeah, light pollution is a thing. If you want to see stars, go out to the countryside.
Polka, there you are. I was wondering where you went when I didn't see you in your room. Retardanda certainly is beautiful at night.
Do you think so? Somehow, when I think back on it, I get the feeling it was much more beautiful when I was a little girl.
Yes, well, things always seem nicer in our memories. It's still just as beautiful. You'll have bad dreams if you stay up too late. Come on, let's get some sleep.
Is Retardondo really the same as it's always been? Really?
Woo!
No, it's not. This place used to be much more
Ah,
beautiful.
that's a ghost.
You have a heart that sees the world with open eyes, don't you?
Who are you? And what are you doing out here this late at night?
Don't worry, he's not a ghost.
Everything in the world slowly fades with time. It is very difficult to remain still and keep things exactly as they are in just one particular moment.
Yeah, totally don't introduce
Because
yourself.
everything shifts only a little bit at a time, no one really notices the change.
$11.09.
The things that Frederick is seeing, is it all really just a dream? The difference between dreams and reality may very well just be relative.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
Well, I don't know. I guess it just came into my mind when I was watching Frederick's face while he was sleeping.
That may be more true than we know. Perhaps what Mr. Chopin is experiencing is not a dream.
Yeah, this is where we get that goofy plotline thing.
Only the individual can determine what is a dream and what is reality. Just because his eyes are closed, that does not necessarily mean he is dreaming. However, if he comes to think that the world he's in on the other side is the true reality, then...
Then, it's possible he may never return to our reality.
Wow! So you can use magic powers too, Frederick? Oh, but then that must mean you're like me. And that you're gonna die soon too.
Yes, you're right. I'm afraid that may very well be true.
So, what kind of magic can you use?
Well, essentially any and all kinds of magic. After all, this whole world is in my dream.
Here we go.
You're a strange man, Frederick.
No, it's true. Everything around us is all a part of my dream. Even you are just a product of my imagination.
Okay then. If what you say is true, can you tell what I'm thinking about right now? If we really are inside your dream, then reading my mind should be easy for you.
Of course it is. You were thinking that you don't want to use your magical abilities in front of other people anymore. Am I correct? I don't blame you for feeling that way. No one likes to be hurt.
Frederick. There's something I'd really like to show you, but it's in the forest. Would you come with me?
Road trip.
Huh? You want me to go with you to the forest? You mean right now?
Yes, because it can only be seen at night.
To the forest. Yeah, so the kind of a little goofy storyline here is that apparently we're experiencing Fred's dream. Huh. Not really sure if that's the case. That's kind of what they went with this game. It's still pretty cool, though. But for now, yeah, we just head out into the forest. Oh, I should probably check. Ooh, okay, so there are a couple of bees. Alright, yeah, so that's fine if it was a bee. Okay, yeah, a few of these I could just sell. Yeah, as long as I could get rank B or above, that's fine. I'm sure it still works with rank C, but I usually go for rank B or above just to make sure. I don't think it really matters. Alright. Now we're in the Heaven's Mirror Forest. Yeah, so Fred, how Frederick works, he is also another all-rounded character. He has some attack abilities, he has some healing abilities. So it's good to have two healers in the party too. Makes it easier.
You soulless creatures.
And he's another one of the goofy characters where he has an odd weapon. Polka has the umbrella. Frederick has a conductor's baton. There we go. So I get to attack. There we go.
Go back. Back into a nebulous dream.
Alright. And we get some levels here. Poison White Cap.
You dare to turn your sword to me?
Yeah, so for the most part I'm going to be grabbing quite a few of these chests, because there's usually good stuff that we can get. Okay, just the one so far. Alright, that should do it. There we go.
This is but a brief
Yeah, so up here they're going to be talking more about the combat stuff later on. Yeah, we can get some healing.
Orange glow. Perfect.
Don't think I'm quite there yet for the full combo kill. Yeah, not quite.
Now you will rest.
Yeah, he's going the long way around. Oh, alright.
Orange glow.
Yeah, that works. Should be just enough? No, a little bit more.
Now you will rest.
Yeah. Peach Cookie and Angel Trumpet. Alright, sweet. That works.
Much better.
Alright, let me add a few of these. Yeah, so we'll be using these throughout. Okay, nothing over here. I think there's a chest over here, yeah. So we'll grab that.
You soulless creatures.
Orange glow.
Go for that. Just do it anyway. Ooh, enough for it. Nice.
Now you will rest.
Missed it. Missed it again. Yeah, some of these enemies can be pretty quick with the attacks. There we go.
Do not be ashamed.
And the trumpet, nice. I think we get a weapon in here for Polka. Dead end over there, but I'll attack this guy.
You soulless creatures.
Yeah, so it doesn't hurt to fight all the monsters that we find in here anyway. Oh, messed that up.
Now you will rest.
Nice. Yeah, it's that second one. I keep on. There we go. There. Yeah, still working on the timing. There we go. Come on. There we go. Level up. Yeah, so when it comes to farming levels in the main playthrough here, we don't really have to do it too much. There is one section that I do prefer to farm for, and that is for a healing ability for later. We won't have to deal with that for a couple of hours. But for the first playthrough, you don't really have to farm, really. When it comes to New Game Plus, the enemies do get a buff to like attack, defense, HP, so we probably would need to do that just a little bit, just to make sure we're good level-wise. But for the first playthrough here, we're pretty decent. You don't really have to. Because you really just need to know, like combat basics and then decent item management, so you'd be good to go. Yeah, so now that we're gaining levels, the characters are definitely going to move faster than the enemies. So that's definitely one of the good things of getting a few battles in. So you can get used to the characters and their mechanics. How they can guard. And how the enemies work too, because each one... A lot of the enemies have like different tells when it comes to their attacks, so you can guard them easier than others. There we go. Alright. I believe this is... yeah, Walking Parasol. Alright, so here we go. We have a weapon for Polka. Yeah, so this is one of the things that's usually pretty good to do when it comes to getting chests. We could usually find equipment that's better than stuff that we could buy. It is good to buy equipment, like when we get to a new town. But a good thing to do is usually when we get new equipment in the chests, you're better off equipping it because it's usually pretty decent. There are pieces that aren't as good. They usually have different status effects and buffs that they give to characters, which isn't too bad, but it's really dependent on how you play too. So I'll be explaining those more when we get them. Because some of them are pretty decent, in my opinion, and then some not so good. The ones that I usually just pass on, because I don't really need to use them. But I would say for the first player, like first playthrough, if you're playing this game for the first time, it's like try out everything and see how it works with your playstyle. So I would imagine my playstyle with this is definitely different from a lot of other people's. Alright, let's head down here. I think there's another chest.
You soulless creatures.
Go for a shade comet. There we go. Good combo and nice.
Now you will rest.
That's that one up. Here we go. Alright, we've got copper necklace. Okay, that'll help with defense. I'll give this to whoever has a lower defense. Oh, they both have the same. I'll give this to Frederick because he has a lower HP. All right, attack these guys, and we can go for a heal here too. Yeah, so one of the things I usually do when it comes to combat, I try and keep my health up as high as possible. Because throughout the game, we do run into enemies that can deal quite a bit of damage. Even more so if I miss, like, a guard chance. So it's usually pretty good to, you know, keep an eye on your health, too. But for the most part, as long as we have, like, a dedicated healer, we're pretty good to go. Yeah, we definitely have that for this party right now, because they're both healing. Alright, attack this guy.
Let me buy, okay?
Oh wow, got that one. Go for a shade. Nice! That was a really good critical. Sweet. It's even better that I could take him out in one go, too. Makes it faster. I'll attack this guy, then I'll turn around and save it. I'll go for a safety save. Nice. See if I can do the same thing as last time. As long as I can get the critical hits. There we go. Nice. Okay, not too bad. I think I went to the wrong one. Yeah, wrong one. Alright, should be good to go. And we have a boss. Oh, what a bore. This one's not too bad, though. He can be a pain in the New Game Plus. So definitely a reason why I tend to farm a little bit in this one. But yeah, in this first playthrough, you don't really have to do too much. Do have to make sure that we get guards in. So I will get this set up here, as long as I can actually hit them. Oof. Alright.
Now you will rest.
I'm gonna go to the side here. I missed it. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot. It's alright, I can go for a heal here with Sacred Signature.
Sacred signature.
Not bad. I could do the same thing with Orange Glow. Yeah, so for him, that charge attack can do quite a bit if I miss the guard. And there's also that one too that could hurt. But it's not too bad because I have 2 healers right here. I can do pretty decently. Shade Comet would be good. I went Orange Glow instead. There we go. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, that multi-attack would hurt. Ooh, there we go. Good combo. Alright, this will... Oh, it did knock him down, okay. Oh, I got it, nice. Nah, I didn't get that one. Sorry. Okay, so I'm in the sunlight, so I can use Sacred Signature.
Sacred signature.
There we go. Let me move a little bit. We can use Orange Glow. Not bad. Yeah, I missed it. Ugh. I'm gonna do a little healing here.
Sacred signature. Sacred signature.
Orange glow. Orange glow. Orange glow.
Alright, we're good to go. So he'll turn around and do his thing again. There we go. Yeah, so not too bad.
Sacred signature.
Yeah, so just like before, we're just gonna watch for him when he slumps over. That just means he's gonna be a low health, and it looks like he's getting there. So a few more combos. Yeah, I missed it. Let's go for a Blue Rave here. Okay, so a little bit more. Good, good critical hit. A little bit more. There we go. Nice. And we get a weapon for Frederick. Okay, level 7. I think we get something for Frederick, right? Coup de grace? Yeah, coup de grace. Yeah, so this is another combat strategy thing that we get. Party levels. So throughout the game, this is kind of a... you could think of it as a difficulty setting. So throughout the beginning here, we had party level 1, which gave us the infinite tactical time where we could stop, like not move in place and figure out, it's like, all right, what are the enemies? What can we do for the characters and whatnot? And after we move around, we have 5 seconds to, run up and attack. Yeah, so action gauge will only decrease when moves are performed, pretty much when we're attacking, and it will stop moving when we stand still. Yeah, so it talks about that. Level 2, it changes. So movement is now counted in real time, and action gauge will start decreasing after your first step and will continue to do so even when standing still. So when it switches to our turn, we could still stand still. It'll stay there, but the second we move, it'll actually start counting down regardless afterwards. Yeah, so I have 5 seconds to act, pretty much heal, use items, run up to the enemies and attack, that sort of thing. Yeah, so just like before, the tactical time is still infinite. So you can pretty much just stay at the beginning and strategize. So, difficulty-wise, it's not too bad. It just changes up how we have to strategize the fights.
dangerous out here when it's late at night. The animals in the forest never used to be this aggressive before.
By the way, the question you asked me earlier, you never told me if I answered it correctly. Of course, this is all a story I've created in my head. So, there's no way I could possibly
She
be
just
wrong.
leaves.
Come on, it's almost time. Hurry, Frederick.
Wait a minute.
Wait!
It's like, I don't have enough time for this.
These flowers are what I wanted to show you.
Flowers?
That's what she said. She said
Look
flowers.
at them. They're blossoming.
Fancy. If you ever needed a reason to become a botanist, there you go. I don't think we have any flowers like that glow, though.
What are they?
They're called Heaven's Mirror. They're like a reflection of the starry sky on the meadows. This is the only place they bloom in the forest. These flowers never bloom during the day, only at night. When the sun is up, they stay in their buds, but they're able to absorb sunlight with their leaves. And after night falls, they let out all the light they've stored when they blossom. It always happens at exactly 2 o'clock in the morning.
They're beautiful. Absolutely stunning. It truly is a wondrous sight.
Yeah, I think we have real-life flowers that are like this. Bloom at night.
But they're also called death lights.
Death lights?
The sun brings life, but the dark brings death. And these flowers bloom in darkness. So, darkness is evil, light is good. Whether you want to call them Heaven's Mirror or Death Lights, that's up to you, Frederick. But I guess, these days, pretty much everyone has taken to calling them Death Lights. Long ago, it was thought they looked like the light that guided people to death, since they blossom the opposite of regular flowers. Even now, a lot of people don't like these flowers. To many, they're still considered a bad omen.
Yeah, pretty much like a superstition.
That's also how they think of me.
So I think we have a lot of plant life like that, too. Having different names based on the story.
You said before that this whole world is all just a dream you're having, right?
That's correct.
But if this is your dream, and you can be so positive that what's happening is just a dream, how can you tell which is the real world, if what you're experiencing in the dream is that realistic to you? And to prove my point, you didn't read my mind earlier. You were wrong. I was thinking about leaving Tenuto. I want to go out into the world and live my own life, even if that life only exists inside your dream. I don't know how much time I have left to live, but I want to live what's left of my life in a positive way, bringing happiness to others. I just want to help people somehow. Like these flowers, even though people call them death lights, they still blossom and struggle to live on.
You're going to leave the village? But where do you intend to go after you leave Tenuta?
Obviously somewhere else.
I'll go to Forte Castle, and then I'm going to meet with the Count to ask about the taxes on floral powder. Because right now, they're hurting everyone in the village. You know, you should be happy you couldn't read my mind. Since you can't use magic, it means you don't have an incurable illness.
Well, about that.
Please, stay at my house tonight. I'll tell my mom you're coming. You're a guest in our dream world, after all. That's not something that happens every day.
A flower that resembles you. A bad omen, death lights.
And back to Allegretto and Beat. Yeah, so this is where we start getting common ground with the characters. Polka wants to go to Forte, and that's where Allegretto and Beat also want to go to as well.
Wow, Redo, this is the first time I'm going outside Retardondo.
It's not like we're going on a picnic, Beat. Don't get so excited.
We're going on an adventure.
Yeah, I know that, Redo. We're going to help Retardondo's poor by getting the leaders to lower taxes on stuff besides the mineral powder, right? That way, everyone can afford blankets and cheese and all the honey-covered bread they could ever possibly want.
All the foodstuffs.
Then everyone can finally be happy, right, Redo?
That's exactly right. Hey, I'm proud of you, Beat. We can't solve things by just stealing bread. We have to uncover the real root of the problem.
Yeah, you said it. So, where are we going anyway?
We're going to Vegas.
You mean you don't know? Jeez, I take back what I just said. We're heading to Forte Castle to talk to the guys in charge. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Redo, wait up!